Welcome back. In earlier lecture, you understood basics of Munit. Now, we'll concentrate on some best practices. Let me tell you what we have done. See here, I am working on this project where my flow is same as whatever we used in earlier lecture. I will not explain it. I have already written one test case, a basic test case for main flow. I'm calling the main flow using for reference, and I want to write this scenario to test get product by ID with an existing ID. So in my database, I have products with these IDs. I want to pass an existing ID. I want to write an assertion for a product with existing ID. So my test case name, I'm following conventions. Get product by ID with existing ID. The name, whatever you give here, should be meaningful. Follow the best practices. And one more thing is in set event, I was setting query parameters here itself. So if you want to again change the value for attributes, you have to come here, select it, and then change it. Really difficult. It is better to externalize this expression into a separate DWL file and refer the DWL from here. And also in the assertion, we are writing the assert expression here. Right now, this expression is a very simple expression, a one-liner. But what if this expression is a bigger expression? Better to externalize these also into separate DWLs. So let us see how to externalize. First point is in your SRC test resources, better create a folder with whatever name you want. For your test case, it is a test case for get product by ID. I created a folder. Under that, what I could do is I could recommend new folder with existing ID. With existing ID. So I created like this with existing ID. Then I will actually drag and drop this one. I created a DWL file and I kept a file inside it. The file name I will rename. Actually, I have to create it freshly to follow best practices. I created a file with name set event attributes. So for set event, for attributes, whatever expression I'm going to write here. See, is it the same expression? Yes. Right. So it is in under class path, get product by ID. Under that with existing ID folder, this DWL is there. Similarly, I'll copy one more DWL. I'll delete this. So here I will rename this as assert response. So under the same folder. Okay. Now, how to actually refer to these files from set event. From set event, I want to refer to that file. I'll click on show graphical view. Instead of hard coding, I will use a function read URL, and here I'll pass class path / folder name get product by ID / with existing ID / set event dash attributes dot DWL. Okay. So as you know, read URL can read this DWL file. Read URL is a function data view which can read any local file, and the content inside it will be replaced here. So we have externalized. So what is the advantage? Tomorrow if I want to change the expression, I can just go here. By following conventions, I can understand, okay, this is set events for a scenario get products by ID with existing ID. Similarly, for assert, it's a bit different here. Whatever is in this DWL, I have the same thing in the assert. Now, what I have to do is how to call this DWL from within this assert expression. Very simple. I will write import. Now this DWL is present in class path and under get product by ID folder, get product by ID colon colon with existing ID colon colon assert underscore response. So I have imported. Then what I have to do is I have to use this assert underscore response. That means the file name colon colon control space. See, by default, there will be a function called as main in any DWL. I have to pass an object for it. That object should contain three properties. Payload. I will pass payload colon payload, comma, attributes colon attributes. Whatever attributes are available here, I am passing, comma, where's colon where's. So I'm passing payload, attributes, and where's to this main function. This is a way you can actually invoke a DWL from assertions. That's it. So I have externalized my configuration. Now let us see. I will run this. Run this test suite. I have only one. Let us see. Actually, I am actually doing a functional test case. I guess my database is down. Yeah, my database is down. I will start it. Right now, the database is down, so my test case may fail. Anyways, I started before the test case came to that point. Now it should succeed. Yes, succeeded. So now I will change the query parameter to 2 directly without even going to the test case. Let us see now the test case should fail. Let us see now. Just to prove that the corresponding DWL files are picked up, I changed the query parameter ID as 2. So the payload.name will not be the same. So the test case should fail. Let us see. Yeah, still running. It should fail. I'll maximize this. Still the test case is not yet executed. Yes, it failed. Now if you see, expected HP Pavilion laptop, but actually is MacBook. So it failed. So now you understood how to externalize the event data to a DWL file and how to refer it by using read URL. And how to externalize the assert expressions to a DWL file and how to refer it by calling main. So this is one best practice. That's all about how to externalize. Okay, so as we have come to the end of this lecture, what you can do is you can open the day 21 and 22 in my GitHub. There's document Munit basics. So once you open it, here you can see step 2 in page number 8. You can just go through this step 2 and complete this step. So make sure that you practice this exercise and see the output on your machine. Then you can go to the next lecture. See you next lecture.